Oh, this little thing's so much fun. Whoa, yeah. Okay, here we go. Welcome to another episode of Small Craft Tasmania. This is our unboxing. Salty. Are we rolling?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Unboxing. What have we got in here? Manual, we're going to need that. That's the main sail. That's the jib, I reckon. We'll get those out in a tick. Just lots of bits and bobs, okay. Jib hardware pack. That's the jib rope kit. I guess that's the main sheet there, that one. And tramp lashing lines, it looks like. Oh, trapeze. So this is the stays here. And the bridle. Trampoline. Let's have a look at that. Really well made. Very good quality. What we got here? That's the mast float. That looks like the front beam because that's the mast step. So this must be the rear beam. Just put them there. The tiller connecting bar. Battens. Ooh, they're the special screw-in type battens. That's very cool. Righto. Yeah, they send a spare. Oh, they're nice. Selden. That looks like it. Let's have a look at the mast. Okay, I can see the halyards in here. We've just got to make sure that we don't cut the halyard. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is the mast float attachment brackets. When you capsize the Hobie, sometimes this mast attachment bracket bends and then the float ends up on a bit of an angle. This is probably not going to happen with these. Make sure it's straight. Beautiful mast. So the halyard goes inside the mast. That's pretty cool. And then we've got this little cleat down here. Oh, that's nice. It's all very good quality. Let's have a look at these beams. So that's the rear beam. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's a really good, sturdy bit of gear, that. I like that mast step. It's got little arrows here to tell you that it goes that way. And so you just slide these into the hull, and these are the brackets that prevent it from going any further. They're really lovely, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the hulls. Oh, there's a wasp in there, look. Well, it is a European wasp. I don't know how it's got him in there. All right, hull number one. Nice. Nice. These are the little bow protectors, and they're replaceable. Yeah. And we've got these grab handles here. So, probably weighs about, I don't know, 20, 25 kilos. The whole boat only weighs about 80 kilos all up. They feel really nice. Like, it's very solid polyethylene. Let's have a look in here. What do you reckon, Billy Girl? What do you reckon? You like it? Nice. The material's quite heavy. The stitching's good. So the halyard runs up the luff. Then it's got this little pocket here. And you throw your halyard in that pocket. This boat does actually come with a furling jib, but when we ordered it, they were out of stock. Unfortunately, it's coming, but so this weekend we're just going to rig it up as a hang-on. So I've just gone through every single bag and double checked with the manual, and it looks like we've got all the parts needed, and I've just spread everything out ready for the assembly. The manual says that we're going to need a hammer. I'm not sure what for, but we'll find out. Allen keys, which come with the boat. Phillips head screwdriver, set of pliers, and something it doesn't talk about is Loctite, because I'm going to put Loctite on everything. Rightio, let's put it together. Oh, it's really hot, and we're halfway. Ben's turned up and we're all having icy pulse. Ben's putting the battens in the main. Billy's checking out the main. We're nearly there. We've just got to put the mast up, and then we can raise the sails. Rightio, we finished. That took about 2 hours, do you think? Yeah, 2 hours. The manual's fantastic. And before I show you the boat, I just want to give a big shout out to RS Sailing and Sailing Raceboats in Victoria. Thank them both very much for getting this boat here. It's the very first one in Australia, and hopefully the first of many. It's a cracker little boat, and I'm going to show you why. RS Sailing is the largest sailing dinghy manufacturer in the world, and while this UK company is famous for their innovative racing monohulls, they made waves when they entered the multi-hull market with the CAT16 and CAT14. We first heard whispers about the CAT12 when it was announced in late 2024, and a few things immediately grabbed our attention. First, it's incredibly light and built from that nearly indestructible polyethylene. But the real game changer for us, it's designed to be completely taken apart, meaning we can actually transport it on roof racks. For a mini cat, it packs a massive punch, boasting a 340 kilo payload and the crucial ability to reduce sail when the wind picks up. It might be small, but it has more cruising capability than many monohulls in its size class. We can't wait to show you what she can do. Billy, on a boat, come up, up. Good girl. Rightio, just some specs. So the RS CAT12 length overall is 3.7 metres, that's 12 foot 1 inch. The beam is 1.8 metres, that's 5 foot 9 inches. The weight's only 76.5 kilos. The main sail area is 6.5 square metres or 70 square feet. The jibs 1.6 square metres, 17.2 square feet. So the total sail area is 8.1 square metres, that's 87.2 square feet. Now, the most impressive part about this boat is the payload. The website says 340 kilos. Now you notice these grab handles all the way along the hull here. That's so you can lift the boat up. And, oh, she's heavy. Yeah, so 2 people can easily lift this boat. So we've got single trapezes set up on it at the moment. We're probably not going to use those because we haven't got a tiller extension on yet. And for us to trapeze on this boat, you're really going to need a tiller extension. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to reach that. You've got auto kick-up rudders here. Come and have a look at this. This little cavity allows you to get to these gudgeon bolts, okay? There's a lot of other manufacturers where a lot of their gudgeon bolts are moulded into the hull and you can't get to them without cutting a big hole in the hull. But RS have very cleverly put this big hole in here, and I reckon it's going to be a really good spot for your drink bottle. It's got a really nice deck grip to it. It's not too abrasive. Got this little concave section in the top of the hull, which means you won't slide off. Little grab handles on the side of the tramp. That's always good because I find on cats, there's very few things to hang on to. You're always sort of hanging onto the trapeze line or the stays, so they're going to be really handy. You've got a single tow strap, the one running down the centre of the boat, 2-to-1 purchase on your jib. As we said before, Selden gear throughout the whole boat. Selden. You've got this rotating mast, fully battened main. Okay, and while we're on the main, you can see we've got 2 reef points. 1, 2. You can reduce sail, something you can't do on a lot of little catamarans, so that's going to be really handy. As I mentioned earlier, we did order this boat with the furler kit, but they were out of stock. They couldn't get it to us in time, and I just said, we'll just send the furler later. That's fine. So that's coming. We will be installing the furling kit on it at a later date. The bridle and the stays, you can see they're not adjustable, so you can't adjust the mast rake on this boat. The factory have just set it at this point. To take the boat apart, you drop the mast and then you take these 4 corner lashings off, and then you just basically slide each hull off the cross section beams. You've just got 2 hulls and the center 2 beams. You just roll them up inside the tramp. So very compact boat to transport on the top of your car or in the back of the ute. You don't need a trailer for this boat. Okay, should we get it salty? So the tide's out, it's coming in, and normally we can sail out here. This is where we launch our boats most of the time. So small boats like this are appealing to us because it means we can just drag them across the sand. First sail. Pull the jib in, main sheet, and then just when I get out a little bit further, I can drop the rudders. Oh, and I'll start the water speed up too. Water speed is go. All right. All right. Bit of jib. Let's point up a little bit. Nice. Let's a bit more downhaul. There we go. Oh, look at that sail. That's nice. Nice. So, there you go. 5.5 knots. 5.6, it's probably only about 6 knots of breeze. There's not a lot of wind, so she's very efficient, leaving Joe behind. So what we're going to do is just head over. This is Garden Island. We're just going to head over to this beach, and Joe's going to jump on board. We'll do a quick sail with the 2 of us, and then I'll drop her off at the beach. I'm going to come out and do a capsize test, and then hopefully the wind will have picked up a little bit more. Yeah, it's supposed to, what is it now? It's almost 1 o'clock. It's supposed to pick up to about 10 or 15 knots at 2 o'clock. Oh, I like it. So I'm just sitting in the normal helms position here, and everything like is just here. Like I've got the tiller, got the main sheets just here, I've got the jib. I don't need to move. It's all here. I feel kind of like I'm locked into a really nice, comfortable helm position, and I'll do a little jibe. So going downwind a little bit here, and ready to jibe. Face aft, grab the main sheet, pull it over. Yeah, easy. Jib. Really easy. Oh, I'm loving this sail. Oh, she's a little rocket. I'm just going to drive straight up into this beach. Oh, easy. All right.
Yeah.
And if you can uncleat that jib sheet. All right, pull her in. Here we are. What do you reckon?
Scoops for your butts.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It feels quite stable with two.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of weight on here. I'm 100 kilos. Joe's not 100 kilos. So, in actual fact, in these light winds, you're probably better off sitting over there. But at the moment, you know, it's fine. No, if I sit in the middle here, move my weight a little bit, it's still comfortable.
Yeah.
If you sit forward in here, see how that feels. That's pretty comfy, isn't it? So you can see I've got my drink bottle in the drink bottle holder. I think that's a great design feature. In Australia we call these stubby holders. Put our stubby in. Not a lot of wind today, so we're sort of just plodding along sort of 4 or 5 knots with the two of us on board. Joe's doing a good job playing the jib. And let's see if we can do a tack. So sheet in, point up into the wind, as high as we can get, and then come about. Easy. And considering it is a little boat, I didn't end up sitting on Joe. I put these little grips on here. I put these on all of my tiller extensions. If they're just bare aluminium, I find they're a bit slippery. It's an adhesive bathroom non-slip sticker that you can buy from the hardware store. And it's meant for waterproof environments. It just gives you a little bit more grip. And yeah, makes it much easier to hold. Joe's testing out the lying down. I wonder if you can stand up here, holding onto the stay. See if that feels stable.
Yeah.
Feels good?
It's like a clock.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's really comfy. I'm actually really impressed. Speedy, safe,
Yeah.
comfortable, portable, and cute, and colour coordinated.
Yeah. All right. Let's come into the beach. We'll drop Joe off, and then I'll do some capsizing. All right. Let that jib off. There's not much wind, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to have to assist this capsize, I think. Let's have a feel of the stability first. Click that. Okay. And so the RS has these little grab handles in here. Now, it doesn't say in the manual whether they are the riding lines, but I'm going to try it anyway. I didn't bring a riding line, so I'm just hoping that I can get up with. All right. Now, how do we get back on? There we go. Easy. And we're off. Pretty handy having these trapeze wires here. Pull your body up, flick your legs on. Boarding over the front of a catamaran is the way to go. It's not a good idea to board a catamaran from the stern because they can sail off. So if you're wondering why there's two main sheet points in the clue, if you want to depower the boat a little bit, you can move the hook inboard, and what that does, it opens up the leach. It means the sail will spill a little bit more wind in stronger conditions. The powerboat's just gone past and there's some wake coming at us. I'm just curious to see how these wave-piercing bows will go through and whether the boat will slow down. Not much. Not much, if any. Maybe half a knot we lost. Okay, wind's just picked up a little bit. There we go, top speed 10.5 just then. I don't know, it's probably about 10 knots of breeze now. Slightly stronger breeze now, so see how she tacks. Ooh, nice. Very nice. So it's now 3:30 and yeah, look, it sort of picked up a little bit, maybe to about 8, maybe 10 knots at the most. Been at sea for 2 hours and 36 minutes, nearly done 10 miles. Top speed's been 10.5 knots. What a great little boat. Really fun. Fun factor, 10 out of 10, absolutely. Can't wait to get this little thing out in some serious puff. You can take the jib down, just run under main alone, reef it if you need to. I don't think it'd matter what the conditions were, you could take this out and have some fun. Feels very safe. I'm gonna try and reef this little girl. Do a little heave to. And then I'll see if I can do this. Yeah. I'd really like to see if this works. So what we need to do, unclip the main, and then I don't want that to get tangled. So if I just wrap that around there like that, that'll stop the rudder from coming around. And then I've got these two little these two little bungees here. I'll see if this works. So downhaul off. All right, and then roll this. So the boat's heaving too nicely. All right, there's the first reef point. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. So I've got these little bungees, and this is my idea. I stick the bungee through, and then not super ideal. Maybe we should put some reef pennants in there. But I just wanted to see how this would go at sea. Now it's not super windy. But I feel like the boat's sitting here nicely, and so this is obviously the first time that I've done this, so second time's always a little bit faster. Alright, let's raise her up a little bit more. About there. Okay. And then downhaul, and then main sheet. Okay. There you go. All right, first attempt at reefing. Oh, that worked. Yeah, maybe we should get some pennants in there. But that works well. Let's jibe around and start heading back down the creek. Try not to drop this. Wind hasn't come out to play today, but it's been a good introduction to the RS CAT12. I hope you've enjoyed the unboxing episode. There's a lot more sailing on this little boat to come. Stay salty. Coming up in the next episode, Matt and Ben take out the RS CAT12 and the Hobie Wave for a race against the keelboats. Stay tuned.